pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Set. 18 Gator. Situation. Let's go.
On first down, Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Come on,
so the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the Colts' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, McCullough. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check. Come to my work. We won. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
They'll run on first down. Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch left. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 35. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Okay, ready? Watch the slack. Watch the move. 31's the mic. On
3rd and 2, McCullough. And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Look at me, zipper. Yo, cheetah.
Here's Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Forced out to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Go, shoot.
On first down, Carson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup. Second and 7. At the 37-yard line.
Check three. Check. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 29.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On third down, Carson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Rip left. Watch the shift.
He'll look to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
Oh, yeah.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man. Yo, go.
Check four.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3. Colts nothing.
Go. 30 base. Go.
Get in the weight room.
Hey. High 7. Rock it.
On second down, it's Carson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Six-man. Squeeze.
Second and 3. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Looking to throw. McCollum into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Hey, Haywood.
This is Carson. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's second and 8. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Now.
2nd and 13. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Miles Boykin, 78 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
218, chop it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Get it.
2nd and 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Orbit.
Joker.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
There. Slam.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Off the play fake. McCullough going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check.
Five.
On first down, McCullough. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit.
Off play action. McCullough. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Kelvin Harmon as the first half is winding down as his guys are able to regain the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this. First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, lock it.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Choke team spell.
It's a gain of 4.
Switch. Look at me. Go. Switch. Check it out. Hard. Lead dribble.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Mike, go on. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Alpha. Now.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Weber. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it with Carson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
18 games. You draw Porter.
A gain of a yard.
Keep playing.
3rd and 1.
Rock it. Let's get it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Carson with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
22-jet bomber.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Off the play fake. McCollum. Looking sideline, incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On second down, Swift. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll begin the drive with Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Check. Hey, team 6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run again with Carson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Look at me. Go.
On second down now. It's Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
General West.
Off play action. McCollum. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the bootleg. McCollum. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Check 50, check 50. Blue draw Corker. Now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8. And it sets up a 3rd and 15. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Let him know. Fight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 12-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You're out. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
60 or. Bravo. Hit it.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man Hilton. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Carson. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down, 30 base. 44. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the young incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, when it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Said I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Act slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk.